Hello, my dear friends, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So, you are very welcome in a lecture number 10 of surface areas and volumes. Okay, I hope you will enjoy this lecture, my dear friends. So, let's start without wasting the time. Okay, yes. So, now today we are going to discuss about volume of sphere and hemisphere. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the volume of sphere and hemisphere. Okay, so now what is the volume of sphere? So here volume of sphere is equals to, this is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, this is what, 4 upon 3 pi r cube. R is radius. Okay, and if you talk about the volume of hemisphere, volume of hemisphere, so this is equals to, so this is the half of the volume of sphere. It means 4 upon 3 pi r cube into 1 upon 2. Okay, so this will be cancelled by 2 times, so we get 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, I hope you get this point. So volume of sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube and volume of hemisphere is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. Yes, so now let's revise all the formulas. Okay, yes, so now first of all let's talk about cuboid. So here is, now if you talk about the perimeter of cuboid, this is 4 into L plus B plus H. Here L, B and H is what? Length, breadth and height. Okay, and if we talk about the total surface area, or we can say TSA, this is what? This is 2 into L into B plus B into H plus H into L and the bracket, means 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. Okay, now curved surface area, or we can say CSA, or it is also called lateral surface area, or we can say LSA. So this is what? This is 2H into L plus B. And the volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height. Now let's talk about the cube. So in the cube, if you talk about the perimeter, so the perimeter is 6A. A is what? A is edge of the cube. Total surface area TSA is 6A square and CSA is 4A square. And if you talk about the volume, this is A cube. This is what? Yeah, this is A cube. Now in cylinder, there is no perimeter. Okay, so TSA is what? TSA is 2 pi r plus h. Total surface area is 2 pi r plus h. And here r is what? R is the radius of the base circle and h is height of the cylinder. And here curved surface area is 2 pi rh and volume is pi r square h. Now in the cone, here is TSA is pi r into r plus L. Here similar, r is what? R is radius of the base circle and L is what? L is the slant height. Okay, and CSA is pi RL and the volume is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Okay, now let's talk about sphere. Now in sphere, TSA is 4 pi r square. What is? Yes, 4 pi r square. And CSA is same, which is 4 pi r square. So we can say that CSA and TSA in sphere both are same. And volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. And in hemisphere, TSA is 3 pi r square. Okay, and here is CSA is 2 pi r square and the volume is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. 2 upon 3 pi r cube. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these things. So you have to be learn all these formulas. Okay, yes, so now let's solve some problems. Okay, Yes, so now here is question number 1 is find the volume of a sphere whose radius is 7 centimeter. So we have a sphere like this and the radius is 7 centimeter. Okay, so we know that volume of a sphere is equals to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, and we have r is 7, so 4 upon 3 into pi is, we know that this is 22 upon 7 and r is 7 into 7 into 7. Okay, so here is this 7 and this 7 will be cancelled, so we get 4312 divided by 3. After solving this, here we get 1437.33 centimeter cube. Okay, centimeter cube. So this is the answer of this question. Now next question is the diameter of a metallic ball is 4.2 centimeter. Here you can see that this is a metallic ball and the diameter is 4.2 centimeter. Now what is the mass of the ball? If the density of the metal is 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now we have to find the mass of this ball. Got it? Now to find the mass, first of all we have to find the volume of a sphere. So to find mass, we have to find volume of sphere. Volume of sphere. So for finding the volume of sphere, we have diameter which is 4.2. So radius of sphere is r. This is equals to diameter upon 2. Okay, so diameter is what? This is 4.2 which is divided by 2. So we get 2.1 centimeter. So this is the radius. So with the help of radius we can easily find the volume. So volume of sphere is equals to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay, so 4 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into radius is 2.1. So we can write 2.1 into 2.1 into 2.1. Okay, because we have r cube. Okay, now after solving this, here we get 38.808 centimeter cube. 38.808 centimeter cube. Now we know that density is equals to mass upon volume. Got it? So from this we can write mass is what? Mass is equals to density into volume. I hope my dear friend you understand these things. So here is we have density is what? Density is 8.9. Density is 8.9 and volume is 38.808. Okay, so now put the values. So this will become like 8.9 into 38.808. So the unit is in gram. Okay, so the result will be 345.3912 gram. So the mass is 345.3912 gram. And if you write approximately answer, so mass is equals to 345.39 gram. 345.39 gram. This is approx answer. Okay, I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. So this is the result of this question. Yes, so now let's move on. So here is, so the next question is the diameter of the moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of the earth. Okay, now what fraction of the volume of earth is the volume of moon? Okay, yeah, so now here is, let's suppose, let diameter of earth is equals to x. Okay, so diameter of moon will become, so diameter of moon is equals to, here we have diameter of moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of earth. It means this is x upon 4. What is x upon 4? So now my dear friends, here is radius of earth is what? Radius of earth is x upon 2. So radius of moon will be, radius of moon is equals to x upon 4 into 1 upon 2. So this is equals to x upon 8. So this is equals to what? X upon 8. Now here is volume of moon divided by volume of earth. So this is equals to 4 upon 3 pi into, here is, we know that this is 4 upon 3 pi into r cube, and here is radius of moon. Okay, whole cube divided by 4 upon 3 into radius of earth. Got it? Whole cube. So now from this, here you can see 4 upon 3 pi and 4 upon 3 pi will be cancelled. So here we get radius of moon is what? We know that this is, here you can see radius of moon is x upon 8. What is x upon 8? So here is, this is x upon 8 whole cube divided by radius of earth is, here you can see, so radius of earth is what? Here you can see radius of earth is x upon 2. This is what? Yes, x upon 2 whole cube. So this is equals to, my dear friends, x cube upon 8 cube into, this will become 2 cube upon x cube. So this x cube and this x cube will be cancelled. So here we get 2 into 2 into 2 divided by 8 into 8 into 2. Okay, so we can divide it by 4 times. Similarly, we can divide it by 4 times. Similarly, we can divide it by 4 times. So we get 1 upon 4 cube. So this is equals to 1 upon 64. So here is, this will become like, you can see volume of moon upon volume of earth. So this is equals to 1 upon 64. Okay, so we can write volume of moon is equals to 1 upon 64 into volume, 1 upon 64 into volume of earth. Okay, my dear friends, so now here we can write it as, so now here is, we can say, hence volume of the moon is equals to 1 upon 64 of the volume of earth. Okay, I hope you understand these things, my dear friends. So this is the answer of this question. Okay, yes, so now the next question here is, how many liters of milk can a hemispherical bowl of diameter 10.5 centimeter hold? Okay, now here we can take pi is equals to 22 upon 7. So this is very easy, my dear friend. Here you can see we have diameter is equals to 10.5 centimeter. So we can find r, which is d upon 2. So this is equals to 10.5 divided by 2. So this will be what? 5.25 centimeter. So 5.25 centimeter is the radius of the hemispherical bowl. Okay, so volume of bowl will become, volume of bowl is equals to, we know that volume of hemisphere is what, 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Got it? So we can write 2 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into r is 5.25. So we can write 5.25 into 5.25 into 5.25. Okay, so after solving this, here we get 303.1875 centimeter cube. Now we have to convert it into liter, and here we know that 1 centimeter cube is equals to, yes, 1 upon 1000 liters. 1 upon 1000 liters. Okay, so we can put here as, so we get 303.1875 into 1 upon 1000. So we get 0.303 liter. Okay, so this is the approximate answer. We can write this is approx answer. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these things. So we can say the hemispherical bowl can hold 0.303 liter of milk. Okay, yes. So now the next question here is, a hemispherical tank is made up of an iron sheet 1 centimeter thick. If the inner radius is 1 meter, then find the volume of the iron used to make the tank. Okay, here we can take pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Now here is, you can see in the figure, inner radius, this is, let's suppose this is r1, this is equals to what, 1 meter. Okay, so outer radius is what, outer radius is equals to, let's suppose this is r2, this is equals to 1 meter plus, here is the thickness is what, thickness is 1 centimeter, it means 1 centimeter. So now we have to convert it into meter. So here is 1 meter plus, here is 1 upon 100 meter. So this will become like 1 plus 0.01, this is equals to 1.01 meter. So this is the outer radius. This is what, this is outer radius. Now volume of this, here is iron sheet, the volume of iron used is equals to volume of iron used is equals to volume of outer hemisphere, volume of outer hemisphere minus volume of inner hemisphere, minus volume of inner hemisphere. Okay, now, okay, so volume of outer hemisphere, this is 2 upon 3 pi r2 cube. Okay, minus same 2 upon 3 pi r1 cube. Okay, got it? Yeah, so now here is, now we can take 2 upon 3 into pi as a common. Here we get r2 cube minus r1 cube, r2 cube minus r1 cube. Okay, and 2 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into r2 is what, r2 is, here you can see 1.01 cube minus r1 is 1 cube. Okay, so 2 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into, this will become, if we cube 1.01, so we get 1.030301 minus 1. So this will become 2 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into 0.030301. Okay, and here is after solving this we get 0.06348 meter cube. So this is what? This is the volume of iron used. Volume of iron used. Okay, I hope you get this point. So this is the answer of this question. I hope my dear friend you understand these things. Yeah, so now let's move on. Yeah, so the next question here is, find the volume of a sphere whose surface area is 154 centimeter square. Assume pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Okay, so for finding the volume, we have to find first of all radius of this sphere. So how we can find radius? We have surface area. It means here is, we know that surface area is equals to 154 centimeter square, and the formula is what? This is 4 pi r square. This is equals to 154, and here is 4 into 22 upon 7 into r square. This is equals to 154. So from this we can write r square is equals to 154 into 7 divided by 4 into 22 divided by 4 into 22. Okay, here now after solving this, here we get 12.25. 12.25. Now r is equals to under root of 12.25. Under root of 12.25. So if you solve this, we get 3.5 centimeter. What is? Yes, 3.5 centimeter. Now volume of a sphere is what? Volume of sphere is equals to, we know that this is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Got it? So here we can write 4 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into r is what? R is 3.5. So we can write 3.5 into 3.5 into 3.5. So after solving this we get 179.67 centimeter cube. So this is the volume of sphere. Volume of sphere. So this is the answer of this question. This is the answer of this question. Okay. Yes. So now let's move on. Yes. So the next question here is, you can see a dome of a building is in the form of a hemisphere. You can see. Okay. From inside it was whitewashed at the cost of rupees 4989.60. If the cost of whitewashing is 20 rupees per meter square, then we have to find the inside surface area of the dome. Okay, and we can use pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Now here we know that what? Here is, you can see, we know that area of whitewashed into area of whitewashed, okay, into cost of whitewashed. Cost of whitewashed is equals to total cost. Is equals to total cost. Okay, so now here is area of whitewashed is equals to, it means we can write total cost. What is total cost divided by cost of whitewash, means here is this cost of whitewash. Okay, means total cost is equals to area of whitewashed, okay, into cost of whitewashed. Okay, means this cost. Got it? So area of whitewashed is what? This is total cost divided by cost of whitewash. Cost of whitewash. So my dear friends, here we can write it as total cost is what? Total cost is 4989.60 divided by cost of whitewash. This is 20 rupees per meter square. This is 20 rupees. Okay. So here we can write this is 20. Okay. So after solving this, here we get, if you solve this, we get here is 249.48 meter square. Okay, 249.48 meter square. So now area of whitewashed is what? This is curved surface area of hemisphere, as only walls are whitewashed, not floor. Okay, so area of whitewashed is what? It is curved surface area. It is curved surface area of hemisphere. Okay, because here is as only walls are whitewashed. Walls are whitewashed, not floor. Okay, so that is why we can say that area of whitewashed is what? Curved surface area. Okay, so we can say therefore inner curved surface area is inner curved surface area is equals to 249.48 meter square. What is 249.48 meter square? So this is the answer of this part. Now let's see the second part. Now here is volume of air inside the dome. Okay, now we have to find the volume in this case. So how we can find it? Here, for finding the volume, so first of all we have to find the radius. Okay, now let's suppose let the radius of dome is equals to r meter. Okay, so here is, we know that surface area of dome is equals to, this is what? This is curved surface area. This is curved surface area is equals to 249.48 meter square, and this is, we know that this is 2 pi r square. This is equals to 249.48. Okay, so from this we can easily find radius. So here is 2 into 22 upon 7 into r square is equals to 249.48. So this will become r square is equals to 249.48 into 7. Okay, divided by 2 into 22. After solving this we get 39.69. Okay, so now we can easily find radius. So r is equals to under root 39.69. After solving this we get r is equals to 6.3 meter. What is? Yeah, 6.3 meter. I hope you understand these things. Now volume of the air inside the dome is equals to volume of hemisphere is equals to volume of hemisphere. And we know that what is volume of hemisphere? So volume of hemisphere is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Got it? 2 upon 3 pi r cube. So 2 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into r is 6.3. So we can write 6.3 into 6.3 into 6.3. 3. So after solving this we get 523.908 meter cube. So this is approximate answer. This is approx answer. Okay, so this is the answer of this part. So my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. Yes, so now here is, so the next question is, a capsule of medicine is in the shape of a sphere of diameter 3.5 mm. Okay, now how much medicine in mm cube is needed to fill this capsule? Okay, now here we can take pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Okay, so here is capsule is of the form of sphere. So capsule is of form of sphere. Okay, so radius of sphere is what? Radius of sphere r is equals to, we know that this is diameter divided by 2, and diameter is what? Diameter is 3.5, which is divided by 2. Okay, so after solving this, here we get 1.75 mm. 1.75 mm. So medicine needed, here is medicine needed for, okay, so medicine needed for its filling is equals to volume of sphere, is equals to volume of sphere. Okay, so volume of sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube, and this is 4 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into r is what? R here we have 1.75, so 1.75 into 1.75 into 1.75. So after solving this we get 22.46 mm cube. What is? Yes, 22.46 mm cube. So this is the answer of this question. Yes, so now my dear friend, this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture. Okay, so thank you very much for listening me, and take care and goodbye.